Hi, I'm Joel Bond, and this is a lockdown life lesson. My mother tells a story of when she was a little girl. She would go over to her neighbor's house, and she'd always be proposing some new activity to do. Let's ride our bikes to the corner store and buy a soda. Let's ride our bikes to the park. Let's go down and see the bulldozers digging up the earth to create the new highway that goes into downtown. Always looking to do some new activity. And one day she's over at her friend's house, and her mother rolls her eyes in exasperation and says, "Oh, Linda, why do you always got to be doing stuff?" And I love this idea of my mother as a little girl being insatiably curious, wanting to learn and explore and discover and see what there was in the world, and to bring people along with her on that journey. Well, the apple obviously doesn't fall far from the tree. Here I am in my own world, creating my own sense of discovery, exploring new places, and always doing stuff. Because, we're only here for a short period of time. Higher power, God, whoever you believe in, has put us here for a short amount of time, and we might as well do something with it. If you're not going to go somewhere and discover and explore and learn and grow, well, it seems like a bit of a waste of time to me. Because I honestly believe that the meaning of life is to give life meaning. And part of the reason why I've made these videos for the past 2 months has been to help me make sense and purpose of this transitory time, this transition between what life was and what life now is. It's not been easy necessarily to be in one place, although if you've watched these videos, you'll know I've not remained completely locked down. These videos have come to you from the tops of mountains, to beach fronts, to the villa that I'm staying in. All corners of this island I've managed to explore and to discover, because I gotta do stuff. And there's only a limited amount of time that I get to be here. We've talked about Gandalf and God and Hot Wheels and leper hospitals, all sorts of things, and my aim really was just to process my own thoughts. And I'm glad that you've been able to come along this journey with me, as I've meditated on some of life's mysteries. I hope it's been useful for you and has helped you in your journey as well. Well, the time has come to make some sort of decision. Lockdown has lifted here in Greece, and technically, I have the option to leave. I've had the option to leave for some time, but to go home to Iraqi Kurdistan, well, that's remained off limits. Until, well, very soon. While the lockdown hasn't completely lifted in Kurdistan yet, it looks to do so very, very soon. However, while the ability remains for me to go home, the utility is very small. The academic year has finished, and there's not a lot of purpose or work for me to be in Iraqi Kurdistan for the summer. So why not stay here? Which is what I've decided to do, at least temporarily. Now, I've had no shortage of offers to stay permanently. Everything from some sort of Mamma Mia version of my life to owning a hotel and owning small property on the island, to a very messed up version of my big fat Greek wedding with marriage proposals, which I'm sure would not work out for me. None of these options have been very serious proposals, but I have decided to stay at least temporarily for the summer, because staying someplace like this just makes sense for now. I've made some relationships and friendships with people here. It's safe. It is affordable, at least for now. And there's no instances of coronavirus on the island, whereas Kurdistan is still struggling to keep things under wraps. So I decided to stay here, and I'll pursue some new projects, hopefully wrap up some old ones, and let my curiosity see where it takes me. In all of this, we've talked about what will the new normal look like when all of this ends. But I think what we failed to realize is that we are already in the new normal. Every day we have the opportunity to wake up and to make something of our lives, to do something with it, to create something new. This is the new normal that we're in. And I didn't realize it at the time, but when I first decided to come to Greece on holiday back in early March, I had already created a new normal for myself that had consequences that I didn't realize. And I'm sure that the new normal that I'm deciding on now will have consequences that will pan out over time. But that's all right, because we're only here for a short amount of time. So why don't we do something with this? This is intended to be my last lockdown life lesson as we've known them over the past 2 months. But don't worry, I'll still be posting on social media, Instagram, Facebook. But probably won't be making more videos of this nature, at least for the time being. I'd like to pursue some other projects and see what else there is to do. Because I'm only here for a short time. So let's go do something. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon.